EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They'll try to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now it's second down. Block it in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
In motion right, Debo. Samuel in motion. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Samuel going to go in motion right. McCaffrey following the penalty, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
In motion right, Debo. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Danny Gray, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 79 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Purdy's throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Third and 8. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Third down, here's McCaffrey. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Throw out left, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Oh, design run for their wideout. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea. They were trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He completes this to Walker. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's complete left side to Gray.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down. Mitch Wishnowsky in punt formation for the 49ers.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He'll look to throw.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
On first down, Purdy.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Purdy will throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 on the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 22 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 19.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Second and 3.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Rolling to his right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner able to drop him for a loss of a couple. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with McCaffrey.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Samuel going to go in motion right.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That's another 49er. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll set up a throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.